Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, this is Larry out of Cleveland. I'd like to say that man, the Browns, man, they back on fire. Deshaun is the old Deshaun we're seeing. He's going to get better because I think they took it personal when Chubb went down. More to reveal. Watch how they start clicking even more. They're going to take this division because the Browns are playing together, and most of all, they take his adversity and turn it into a positive. Let's go, Browns. I'm a diehard fan. Keep doing what you're doing, and let's go to playoffs, and we go further. Let's go, Browns. Thank you.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Jeff, I kind of agree. There are going to be bumps in the road with Deshaun Watson. I was concerned after the Pittsburgh game, but the guy we saw is kind of what I expected. And there's more there. But as far as the division goes, and I think you agree, it's there. If the Browns play like they're capable of playing, they're in that mix.
Oh, for me, there's no question about it. Look, this defense, it has looked absolutely incredible. And it's your first thinking is after 3 weeks of all the newness, obviously the coordinator and all the players, you would think, okay, well, 3 weeks, then you'll start to play even better. The fact that you would think with possibly more time that these guys could even start to play better, it absolutely baffles your mind. But now you're looking at these other teams, and the questions are starting to come, and they're a little bit bigger, obviously, for the other teams here. Like the Cincinnati Bengals, look, what Joe Burrow did Monday night was fantastic, but, is this going to be a sustainable thing where Joe Burrow is out there playing at maybe 60% for the rest of the entire season? That means everything else on their team has to click and has to be perfect. Pittsburgh, look, Kenny Pickett, it's great that they can hit a couple of big shots every now and then. And look, the Raiders defense is going to make everybody feel better about themselves. And keep in mind, Browns get to play these teams as well, so you have that going for yourself. And then Baltimore, look, I mean, with all the injuries and the loss of running backs and the loss of wide receivers, this was a team that was trying to, change from Lamar Jackson, being the biggest playmaker on their team and just being a traditional quarterback and running when he had to now where you might just have to go back to what you always did with Lamar, which doesn't, there's been times where it's great, but, the rest of the team overall isn't as good as it was back in those days. So for the Browns, everything for them right now, I would say through 3 weeks, they've started to rise, whereas everybody else, there's certainly some questions, that are starting to become, bigger and are starting to linger for the other three franchises within the North.